Hello, everyone. Welcome to English the Easy Way. I'm John, and I'm excited to help you master English today.
And I'm Olivia. Today we're exploring two tricky words that confuse learners constantly, few and little.
These words seem simple, but using them incorrectly can completely change your meaning or make your English sound unnatural. Understanding the difference is crucial.
By the end of this episode, you'll know exactly when to use few, when to use little, and the important difference between a few and few, a little and little.
Before we start, please subscribe to Daily English Conversation. We make confusing grammar topics clear and easy to understand.
Hit that subscribe button right now so you never miss our helpful lessons. Small words like these make a big difference in your English.
All right, let's begin. First, what's the basic difference between few and little?
Just like many and much, the difference is about countable versus uncountable nouns.
Few is used with countable nouns, things you can count. Little is used with uncountable nouns, things you cannot count.
Think of few as not many, a small number. Think of little as not much, a small amount.
That's the foundation, but there's more to it. The difference between a few and a little and little.
This difference is about positive versus negative meaning. It's subtle but very important.
Let's start with few, used with countable nouns and has a negative feeling.
Few means not many or almost none. It emphasizes scarcity or lack. The tone is negative.
I have few friends in this city. This sounds sad. Almost no friends, very lonely.
Few people came to the party. This sounds disappointing. Almost nobody came.
There are few opportunities here. This sounds discouraging. Almost no opportunities.
Notice the negative feeling. Few emphasizes what's missing or lacking.
Now let's look at a few, also with countable nouns, but with a positive feeling.
A few means some, or a small number but enough. The tone is positive or neutral.
I have a few friends in this city. This sounds okay. Not many, but some friends exist. Neutral or slightly positive.
A few people came to the party. Some people came, not a lot, but it's not empty.
There are a few opportunities here. Some opportunities exist. Not many, but they're there.
See the difference. A few acknowledges what exists, even if small, much more positive.
The difference between few and a few is huge. It completely changes the feeling.
Few students passed means almost nobody passed. Negative, bad result.
A few students passed means some students passed. Positive, at least some succeeded.
Now let's explore little, used with uncountable nouns and has a negative feeling.
Little means not much or almost none. It emphasizes scarcity or lack. The tone is negative.
I have little time today. This sounds stressed. Almost no time, very rushed.
There's little hope. This sounds pessimistic. Almost no hope.
We have little money left. This sounds worrying. Almost no money remaining.
Again, notice the negative feeling. Little emphasizes what's insufficient or lacking.
Now let's look at a little, also with uncountable nouns, but with a positive feeling.
A little means some or a small amount, but something. The tone is positive or neutral.
I have a little time today. This sounds manageable. Not much time, but some exists.
There's a little hope. This sounds more optimistic. Not much hope, but some exists.
We have a little money left. This sounds better. Not much money, but something remains.
The difference between little and a little completely changes the message.
Little progress was made means almost no progress. Negative, disappointing.
A little progress was made means some progress was made. Positive, at least something happened.
Let's summarize the four forms clearly.
Few, countable, negative, means not many, almost none. I have few options. Sounds bad.
A few, countable, positive, means some, a small number. I have a few options. Sounds okay.
Little, uncountable, negative, means not much or almost none. I have little patience. sounds frustrated.
A little, uncountable, positive means some, a small amount. I have a little patience, sounds manageable.
The article "a" makes all the difference in meaning and feeling.
Now let's look at examples comparing all four forms directly.
Countable nouns, few versus a few.
Few people understood the lecture. Almost nobody understood. Negative, the lecture was too difficult.
A few people understood the lecture. Some people understood. Neutral or slightly positive. At least not everyone was lost.
I have few ideas. I'm stuck. Almost no ideas. Negative, struggling.
I have a few ideas. I have some ideas. Positive. I can contribute something.
Uncountable nouns, little versus a little.
There's little water left. Almost no water. Concerning.
There's a little water left. Some water remains. Neutral or positive, we have something.
I have little experience. Almost no experience. Negative. I'm not qualified.
I have a little experience. Some experience exists. Positive, I know something.
The contrast is clear. With or without an article completely changes the message.
Now let's discuss which nouns work with few and which work with little.
Few works with countable nouns. Few books, few people, few questions, few ideas, few opportunities, few problems.
All these can be counted individually and have plural forms.
Little works with uncountable nouns. Little time, little money, little water, little information, little hope, little patience.
All these cannot be counted individually and don't have plural forms.
Remember the tricky uncountable nouns. Information, advice, furniture, luggage. All use little, not few.
Wrong, few information. Right, little information.
Wrong, few advice. Right, little advice.
These are uncountable in English, even if countable in other languages.
Now let's look at quite a few and quite a little. Special expressions.
Quite a few means a considerable number, actually more than a few. It's not negative.
Quite a few people came to the party. Actually, many people came. This is positive.
Quite a few, I visited quite a few countries. I've traveled a lot, impressive number.
Quite a few doesn't mean very few. It means actually quite many. Confusing but important.
Quite a little is less common, but it means a considerable amount.
I've learned quite a little about this topic. I've learned a fair amount.
However, quite a little is rarely used in modern English. People say quite a bit instead.
I've learned quite a bit about this. Much more natural than quite a little.
Now let's discuss common mistakes learners make with few and little.
Mistake 1, using few with uncountable nouns. Wrong, few water. Right, little water.
Water is uncountable. Uncountable means little, not few.
Mistake 2, using little with countable nouns. Wrong, little people. Right, few people.
People are countable. Countable means few, not little.
Mistake 3, forgetting the article "a" when you mean something positive or neutral.
If you mean some, positive, use a few or a little. If you mean almost none, negative, use few or little.
Wrong tone, I have few friends, when you mean you have some friends and you're content.
Better, I have a few friends, acknowledges you have some, which is positive.
Mistake 4, confusing quite a few with very few.
Quite a few means actually many. Very few means almost none. Opposite meanings.
Quite a few people came means many came. Very few people came means almost nobody came.
Mistake 5. Using less instead of fewer with countable nouns.
Fewer is for countable, like few. Less is for uncountable, like little.
Wrong, less people. Right, fewer people or less water.
This is a related distinction worth knowing.
Let's practice with real-life conversation scenarios.
Scenario 1, job searching. How's your job search going? Not great. There are few jobs available in my field right now, but I have a few interviews scheduled.
Few jobs available equals almost none negative situation. A few interviews scheduled equals some interviews slightly positive.
Scenario 2, learning progress. How's your English study? I've made little progress this month because I had little free time, but I learned a few new words.
Little progress equals almost no progress, disappointing. Little time equals almost no time, explaining why. A few new words equals some words, slightly positive.
Scenario 3, event planning. How many people RSVP'd? Only a few people have responded so far. We have little information about the final count.
A few people equals some people, neutral or slightly positive. Little information equals not much information, concerning.
Scenario 4, restaurant review. How was the restaurant? It was okay. There were few customers, so the service was fast. The portions were small. They gave us little food, but it was tasty.
Few customers equals almost empty, neutral or slightly negative. Little food equals small portions, negative.
Now let's look at few and little as comparative and superlative forms.
Comparative forms, fewer and less. Superlative forms, fewest and least.
Fewer with countable. I have fewer books than you. She made fewer mistakes this time.
Less with uncountable. I have less time than you. There's less traffic today.
Fewest with countable. She made the fewest mistakes, the smallest number.
Least with uncountable. He has the least experience, the smallest amount.
These follow the same countable and uncountable pattern as few and little.
Let's discuss using few and little in different tenses.
Present. I have few friends here. There is little time left.
Past. I had few opportunities. There was little hope.
Future. There will be few chances. We'll have little money.
Present perfect. I've made few friends. I've had little success.
The forms stay the same across tenses. They're quantifiers, not verbs.
Now let's look at negative sentences with few and little.
Few in negative. Not few people came is awkward. Better, quite a few people came, or many people came.
Double negatives with few sounds strange because few already has negative meaning.
Little in negative. Not little progress was made is also awkward. Better, a lot of progress was made.
Again, avoid double negatives with words that are already negative in meaning.
However, not a few and not a little exist as old-fashioned expressions meaning many and much.
Not a few people believe this means many people believe this. Very formal and very rare.
In modern English, just say many people or a lot of people, much clearer.
Let's talk about emphasis, very few and very little.
Very few emphasizes extreme scarcity with countable nouns.
Very few people attended, extremely low attendance, almost nobody.
I have very few options, extremely limited choices.
Very little emphasizes extreme scarcity with uncountable nouns.
There's very little time, extremely tight time constraint.
I have very little patience for this, extremely low patience.
Very intensifies the negative feeling of scarcity.
Now let's explore only a few and only a little. These add further nuance.
Only a few means just a small number, not more. Emphasizes smallness but acknowledges existence.
Only a few people know the truth. Small group knows exclusivity.
Only a little means just a small amount, not more. Same pattern with uncountable.
I need only a little help. Small amount of help needed.
Only emphasizes the limitation while a maintains the positive acknowledgement.
Here are practical tips for mastering few and little.
Tip 1. Remember the countable-uncountable rule first. Countable, few, a few. Uncountable, little, a little.
Tip 2. Think about your tone. Negative, lacking, no A. Positive, acknowledging, use A.
Tip 3. A few and a little are safer in most situations. They're more positive and polite.
Tip 4. When in doubt, use some. It works for both countable and uncountable and is always neutral.
Tip 5. Learn common uncountable nouns that use little. Time, money, water, information, advice, hope, patience.
Tip 6. Remember, quite a few equals actually many, not very few. Common confusion.
Tip 7. Practice both forms. Create sentences I have few, blank, negative, and I have a few, blank, positive.
Tip 8. Read English content and notice which form natives use in different contexts. Context teaches tone.
Let's create practice exercises to reinforce understanding.
Choose few or a few. I have few questions about this topic. If you have some questions, normal, use a few.
Choose the right word. There are blank people here today. Answer few or a few. People are countable.
Choose the right word. There is blank water left. Answer little or a little. Water is uncountable.
What's the difference? Few people came versus a few people came. First is disappointing, the second is neutral or acceptable.
What's the difference? Little hope remains versus a little hope remains. First is pessimistic, the second is slightly optimistic.
These exercises help you internalize both the countable and uncountable rule and the positive and negative tone.
Let's do a comprehensive summary of everything we've covered.
Few means not many. Countable, negative feeling. Example, few people came.
A few means some, a small number. Countable, positive or neutral feeling. Example, a few people came.
Little means not much. Uncountable, negative feeling. Example, little time remains.
A little means some, a small amount. Uncountable, positive or neutral feeling. Example, a little time remains.
The article a makes the difference between negative and positive or neutral tone.
Countable nouns use few and a few. Uncountable nouns use little and a little.
Special expressions. Quite a few equals actually many. Very few or little equals extremely scarce.
Related forms: fewer, fewest, countable; less, least, uncountable.
Common mistakes: using with wrong noun type, forgetting a when meaning positive, confusing quite a few with very few.
Context matters. Consider both grammar, countable or uncountable, and tone, positive or negative, when choosing.
Before we finish, this is crucial. Please subscribe to Daily English Conversation.
We create clear, practical grammar lessons every week to help you understand English deeply and speak naturally.
Subscribe now so you never miss an episode. Share this with anyone learning English.
Leave us a comment with 4 sentences using few, a few, little, and a little. Practice all 4.
Challenge yourself. Today, notice quantities around you. Practice thinking few or a few, or a little, based on countable or uncountable.
Thank you so much for listening today. We hope few and little are completely clear now.
Remember, these small words carry big meaning. The difference between few and a few can completely change your message.
Keep practicing, keep noticing patterns, keep improving.
English the easy way. Don't forget to subscribe.